Hello again. I dare say that most of us are aware that Hope Not Hate was heavily involved in the defamation action against Tommy Robinson and have been doing their best lately to have him committed to prison for contempt of court for actions relating to the judgment in that case. Less than a week ago, Nick Lowes of Hope Not Hate tweeted that the contempt charges were issued after Hope Not Hate supplied a dossier to the Attorney General explaining how he had broken an earlier court order. The hypocrisy of these people is simply breathtaking, and I thought it would be a shame if more people were not aware of what they've been doing in that particular line themselves lately, while complaining about Tommy Robinson's supposed contempt. There are various types of contempt of court. One of these is suggesting publicly that a person charged with a criminal offence is guilty before he or she has been tried. This is a very serious matter. In 1949, following the arrest of George Haigh, the so-called acid bath murderer, the Daily Mirror printed the names of 5 people whom he had allegedly murdered and described him as the vampire killer, claiming that he had cut the throats of his victims and drank their blood. This was such a serious matter that the editor of the newspaper, Sylvester Boland, was summoned before the Lord Chief Justice and sent to prison for 3 months for contempt of court. It is to be hoped that the same fate does not befall Nick Lowes, who runs the Hope Not Hate outfit. In an article published on their website last month and called "The Long-Term Impact of the Southport Riot for Young People," and to which I give a link in the description to this video, we read the following. Writing of the arrest of a teenager following the deaths of 3 little girls in Southport, we are told that 17-year-old Axel Muganwa Rudakubana has been charged with 3 counts of murder and 10 counts of attempted murder. While Rudakubana's exact motivations are unclear and may surface as legal proceedings continue, the fact remains that he is a young perpetrator with young victims. The fact remains that he is a perpetrator with young victims. Here is a man who has not even been tried yet, and is therefore entitled to the presumption of innocence until proved otherwise. There could hardly be a graver contempt of court, and in a high-profile case such as this, where feelings are already running so high that they've triggered rioting. I can't imagine a more inflammatory statement offhand. In the description to this video, I also give a link to the government website which explains what contempt of court is, and also, interestingly, how to report it. According to the website, one of the forms of contempt can be publicly commenting on a court case, for example on social media or online news articles, by saying whether you think a person is guilty or innocent. Since Hope Not Hate say of Axel Rudakubana that he is a young perpetrator with young victims, that is exactly what they are saying. They are saying that he is guilty, and they are asserting this in an unambiguous fashion, that he's guilty of the murders with which he has been charged before he's even been put on trial. This is the kind of thing which makes me say that Hope Not Hate are mischievous troublemakers, and that Nick Lowes, who is head of the organisation, is responsible for this particular action, what has been done. If the editor of the Daily Mirror spent 3 months in prison for saying that Haigh was guilty before he went on trial, I'm unable to see really why the same fate should not befall Nick Lowes. If viewers click on the link to the piece on contempt of court from the government website, which may be found in the description to this video, they will find a link there which enables one to report a contempt of court. I cannot help but wonder if it might make Hope Not Hate a little more careful about the things they say, and perhaps in particular the way that they keep going on about other people committing contempt of court, if they were to find themselves reported for this matter.